Hi guys, my name is Anne. I am Quantum Heart Living. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, it's a real pleasure to see you guys today and to share some amazing energies that are coming through right now. It is a bit and continues to be a bit of a mixed bag. But what I'm feeling is, there's so much positive energy that is going on here, supporting the mission of the light workers, supporting the mission of those who realize that we are heart-centered beings, and where we need to be is in our heart space, coming from really understanding that we are part of a bigger picture that is going on here. Huge shifts and changes are occurring on a massive scale. One of the biggest energies coming through is that our belief systems are really being challenged. And what that means is there is like this duality energy that is kind of working us over a little bit, I'll say, and it's the ego type of voice that is sort of more negative. It's more fearful. It holds us back. It doesn't want us to get up and move forward. There's always this, this may happen or that may happen. So you're better off just staying exactly where you are. So there's this whole negative voice energy, huge over the past few days. And that's really, a lot of that is triggering us. It can be triggering us from old patterns that we thought we had released. This is the anger, the anxiety, the resentment from looking back and thinking, how did I possibly put up with that? Why didn't I see what I see now? And that is the beauty, and that's why there's so many new people that are awakening right now, because we are seeing so much more. The veil is thinning and thinning and thinning. The truth is coming through. What's dissolving are these egocentric types of behaviors that we might see labeled as narcissistic or gaslighting. And those are about lies, about ego, about delighting in seeing others suffer, about manipulation, about control. It's all about control when it comes to that sort of egocentric kind of personality. They don't really care. They have no empathy. All they want to do is remain in control and use their cognitive mind to work with people. So they learn how to manipulate through the mechanism of messaging, repetitive messaging, through what they say, what they do, through programming. So they get to know you so that they can learn how to program you. Now, this type of energy is on a much greater scale than just us as individuals. So that is trying to keep a grip on us. But what we're finding and what is possible, I've gone through so many changes in my life in the past 5 years, since January, quite unbelievable. I am in a completely different space, kept moving forward, have been working very hard on belief systems, on walking the talk, on becoming that individual, which I know that is truly who I am. So a lot of that old self is dissolving. So it may feel very hard and difficult energy to get through, but it's a positive thing because it wants to be released and let go. So however that is appearing for you, try and look at it from a more positive perspective. I know it's hard. I've had some really rough days too. It's not just me with all of this great, everything works. It's just easy, because it's definitely not. But if you keep persevering, and if we pick up on what's happening, which is, I'm really feeling this very strongly today, this split is occurring between this energy of control and this energy of knowing. So this energy of true embodiment of our frequency, of our energies, of understanding, that is really who we are and our ability to create our own future, our ability to create our own reality, to visualize in the quantum space who we are, to walk the talk, to really embody who it is you want to become, regardless of how you feel. And the only way to do that is to change the story. So we have to really, even though we may feel one way, become the version of ourselves who we feel we want to be. Now, this is a little bit contradictory, because it's like, well, I feel this way, then what are you telling me? Because it works. So it's a program, once again, that we've been ingrained and used to, especially if you're dealing with an illness and have been for quite some time. To change that program is effort, and you have to constantly remind yourself that I don't need to I can change, I can move forward. I need to stop certain types of dialogue, especially when it comes to talking about illness all the time. We need to really switch over to talking about health, for example. So this huge, strong energies supporting this new, enlightened, awakened world. It's friggin' awesome. So this is where I'm feeling right now the energies are so powerful. There are people coming into the mix, new people coming in. A lot of the old has been dissolved. It is dissolving for so many. I know for myself, I have just almost completely purged my life in a material standpoint, certainly an emotional standpoint. So that is a big energy coming through right now. We need to push through to the next level. So even when you've made a certain goal, you've made an accomplishment, keep going. So stop stopping and keep moving forward. And it shouldn't be hard, but again, that ego wants you to stop. So push the boundaries. Show up every day. The only way we work through all of this is just to keep going forward. There's really absolutely nothing to lose. The only thing you have to lose is what your ego mind, which lies, similar to what gaslighters do. It lies to you and tries to hold you back. And you have to sort of ignore that and just move on anyway. And it's funny when you look back, because there was, you have to release the worry and you have to release that that wanting to control. You have to move into the unknown and trust that it's going to take you in the right direction. So these are very new energies for a lot of people, but it works. So right now is a hugely dynamic time. There's a lot of, I want to say, delay energy. So I think it's asking us to sort of step back a little bit and allow more, allow peace time, allow time to be silent, learn how to accept silence. It's a new thing for a lot of people in this day and age, but it's really important to be able to sit in silence and listen to what it's telling you and try and just stop your mind from incessantly thinking. So these are some, mindfulness behaviors that we need to practice. Some do more than others. It comes naturally to some than others, but it certainly takes a certain amount of dedication to learn to step back and just to sit with it. So if you're in fear of something, just sit there and allow the fear, because it's nothing more than your mind telling you something that isn't true. So, my big advice is, it's so powerful right now, is to just show up, right? What happened. Yes, there are people out there who unfortunately are not that kind. They really lack empathetic abilities. In a lot of cases, they are carrying traits of personality disorders. And many of them just feel like there's nothing wrong with them, that they're normal, that having a completely egocentric direction in life, a mind controlled, is normal, and everybody else is crazy. So they do exist, they are out there, and yeah, we really feel that as a sensitive person, and we could have fallen into their trap at some point in our life. But as you go through and heal yourself, as you learn about yourself, as you take guidance that is coming to you, and I'll tell you this, it does come, so pay attention to things that appear sort of out of nowhere, people that give advice, articles that come up. It's trying to tell you something. And also listen to, it's interesting because you could have this idea sometimes for years and years and years about what it is you thought you wanted to become, what you wanted to have, how you thought your life would look. And it's so interesting because the universe does deliver, but it's not going to be in the way maybe you thought it would. So a part of the excitement in this on a daily basis is to remember to remain open, because our memories, our past memories, are sometimes very negative, and we have to realize that that all has to be sort of released and let go. Now's the time. Timelines, time itself is converging from one day to the next. It's for me difficult. It seems it's becoming one. Sleep patterns are definitely fluctuating. I know that there's a multi-dimensionality happening on so many different levels. So we are learning how to become and to embody and to embrace these uncomfortable feelings, because we know we can feel this incoming flux, coming through, so strongly right now, that is there supporting us. I know it is. I mean, I don't do these videos. I would never have expected a number of years ago that this is what my role would be. But here I am. I know that if I can help even just one person through some of these messages I receive through my experience, I have walked the talk. I have been involved in so many different aspects of trauma, healing, growth, and transformation. I feel confident in what I'm telling you. So I love all of you guys so much. I know how hard this can be. No one really knows for sure where this is all leading. I know that I don't, but I can tell you that I kept pushing forward in some tremendously dark and difficult times where my will to live was required. And talking about will, that the free will I have to choose and decide every day how I want to wake up, what my intention of the day is, and to set it in advance in my own mind as to how I want to move forward. Wow. So thank you for all of you who watch me and support me. I'm glad I could help even just a few people, like I said. There will be more coming. So thank you very much, and we'll definitely talk soon. Bye.